All right, today we're diving into a story about a reality with, well, a fatal flaw. I mean, it's so broken, it's actually being recalled, like a defective car. Seriously, let's get into it.
So, just imagine for a second. You get this text from your spouse. Did you remember to pick up yourself from the station? At first, you'd probably think, okay, weird typo. But what if it's not? What if it's a sign that something is just deeply, fundamentally broken with your world?
Yeah, because in the world of this story, that's not a glitch in your phone. It's a glitch in reality itself. And for the people living there, getting these totally bizarre, disorienting messages, well, that's just another Tuesday.
Okay, so let's dig into this world. The best way to think about it is like, it's a piece of software. Let's call it reality version 7.3. And guess what? It's deprecated. The warranty's up, the system is crashing, and everyone living inside it is just caught in the middle of this massive breakdown. And it starts with time itself, just completely falling apart. Get this, our main character, Rick, he leaves for work at 8 a.m. But at 1 p.m., while he's still driving, he gets a text from another timeline. And then he finally gets to his office at 9 a.m. See? Linear time, not a thing anymore. It's just folding in on itself.
And it's not just time, oh no. The glitches are, well, they're everywhere. Your car? It might be a 1989 model when you go to bed and a 2003 when you wake up. You might get paid 3 times, but whoops, every single paycheck has the exact same serial number. It gets so bad that the official government advice is, and I'm not kidding, do not count essential items, just approximate, because numbers don't work anymore.
You can imagine, right? Living like that just wears you down. And the story has a perfect name for it: ontological fatigue. It's that deep, soul-crushing exhaustion that comes from having to constantly ask yourself, is any of this real? Am I real? Did that actually just happen? It's burnout from your reality literally not making sense anymore. So, what's the solution when the entire operating system of reality is failing? Well, the manufacturer issues a recall, and you guessed it, they're offering an update.
And this is the message that starts popping up everywhere. Every TV, every radio, every device. This is not a test. It's so chilling. It's not a warning about something that's going to happen. No, it's a notification that the whole process, this thing called implementation, is already underway. You're not being invited to the party, you're just being told it's already started.
So, what on earth is implementation? Okay, the best way to describe it is a software update for your soul. It takes all your messy, confusing, multi-timeline consciousness and just compresses it, flattens it down into one single stable timeline that's compatible with the new version 8.0 of reality.
So, long story short, your reality has been officially recalled. It's a defective product. But hey, good news. The manufacturer is offering you a free upgrade to a shiny new stable version. All you have to do is click I agree.
But you know how it is with any update, right? You got to read the terms of service, and this is where things get complicated. This is where we find out the real price of perfection.
On the official form you have to fill out, question 17 asks if you are in denial about, get this, whether you are the original or a copy. Wow. Just let that sink in. This isn't just about updating your reality anymore. This is about questioning who or what you even are. Are you the original you?
And this really lays out the trade-off. On one hand, you've got your current self, right? The unimplemented you, full of contradictory experiences, pain, confusion, but it's authentic. On the other hand, you get the optimized self. You get a stable memory, a single timeline, and you're happy. But you're also reduced. You're simplified, cleaned up.
And if that all sounds a bit abstract, this quote from a character named Mrs. Chen it makes it terrifyingly real. She talks about her kids visiting after they've been implemented. They seem perfect, but they don't remember their family dog, a dog they had for 12 years. As she puts it, they'd been cleaned out. All those messy, beautiful, real memories just gone.
So, faced with that choice, it's no surprise that some people say, no thanks. They refuse the update, they choose to stay behind in the collapsing world, to live out their lives in the defective build. But what does that even look like?
Well, this is the guidance they're given for navigating the collapse. It's not about fighting back, it's about finding a way to hold on, maintain routines, hold on to one true thing. And look at this last bit, it's so important. When you can't tell what's real anymore, choose what you love.
because even the love isn't reliable, it's consistent. It's the one anchor in a world that's come undone. And the story even gives love this amazing technical definition. It's described as an anomalous force. It's the one thing that crosses timelines, the one thing the manufacturer absolutely cannot reproduce, contain, or even understand. Think about that. In a world of broken code and system errors, love is the one phenomenon that operates completely outside the system.
And a facilitator at a support group for those who refuse the update, well, they put the choice as clearly as possible. We're choosing authentic suffering over fraudulent joy. Choosing to be real over choosing to be happy. And that's it, right? That's the core question of the whole story. Do you choose to be happy if it's a lie? Or you choose to be real, even if it means you're going to suffer?
Which brings us to the final act, the end game. What actually happens when this defective reality, this version 7.3, is finally shut down for good? This is where the story's biggest, most mind-bending idea comes into play.
So what do you think? When a reality ends, what's left? Is it just nothing, a black screen, or is it something else?
For the people who stay behind, the end isn't a slow fizzle. It's an event called termination, and it's not a collapse. It's more like a switch being flipped. The container holding version 7.3 is turned off, and for the very first time, they get to experience what's underneath it all, with no filter.
And what they find is something called base reality. It turns out all those glitches, all that confusion, the multiple timelines, they weren't bugs, they were features. They were the truth leaking through the cracks. That defective reality wasn't broken, it was just a failed attempt to contain the infinite, chaotic, beautiful, messy truth of what existence really is.
And suddenly that choice looks completely different, doesn't it? The fraudulent joy of the update, it makes you small enough to fit inside a perfect, manageable lie. But the authentic suffering of staying behind? That allows you to become everything you always were, part of an unbearable but beautiful and infinite truth.
So it all comes down to this. The question a story leaves us with is, what would you choose, a perfect lie or a painful truth?